How to help an aging cat.
Today we're talking with veterinarian Gary Richter about what you can do to help your cat live longer. And not just live longer, but live better. This includes getting rid of things like bladder issues, extra weight, moodiness or skittishness, dental problems, bad odors, itching and biting, vomiting, joint discomfort, and most importantly, help them live a long, happy life.
There are an enormous number of ways that you can help keep your pets healthy and get them healthy even if they're not in optimal health right now, regardless of their age.
Dr. Richter is the author of the amazing book, The Ultimate Pet Health Guide, and was chosen by the American Veterinary Medical Foundation as America's favorite veterinarian.
Why are so many cats dying before their time? 1 out of every 3 cats over 10 years old will get cancer. This wasn't always the case. Since I began practicing veterinary medicine 20 years ago, the rates of disease I see in cats has skyrocketed. Why? Well, when you're talking about good health, the number 1 most important thing is nutrition. The second most important thing is nutrition, and the third is nutrition. My name is Dr. Gary Richter, and I'm a veterinarian who treats animals every day here in Northern California. I've spent much of the last 20 years at not 1, but 2 different veterinary hospitals. The first is the Montclair Veterinary Hospital in Oakland, California, which I'm proud to say has been voted one of the 10 best veterinary hospitals in the United States. This is where we use Western medicine to perform surgeries, treat disease, and use the most high-tech medical equipment available. But just 10 minutes down the road is my second hospital, Holistic Veterinary Care, which opened in 2009. This is where we use traditional practices including diet, nutrition, and herbal supplements to keep cats healthy before they get sick. When you combine these 2 schools of thought, East and West, you get what is called integrative veterinary medicine. And to me, this has been the key to my extraordinary success in treating animals who nobody else can help. I'm also the author of The Ultimate Pet Health Guide, an international bestseller all about the ways we can use nutrition to help our beloved pets. And I've made this video to alert you to something every pet owner must know. If your cat's energy is low, if they're itchy, if they're overweight, if they have bladder issues, if their breath or poop smells very bad, if they vomit often, if they don't want to play as much, if they're just not doing as well as they should, these can be warning signs of bad health that can get much more serious with age. And the first thing we want to look at is nutrition. Now, pet owners to me are the most amazing people in the world. After all, they're going out of their way to care for another creature 24 hours a day. And people always ask me, doesn't premium cat food take care of my cat's nutritional needs? You would think so, right? The problem is, most dry and canned cat foods that we get in stores are only meeting the minimum requirements of your cat. All they have to do is make sure there's a bare minimum of vitamins in there, basically just enough so they don't get a vitamin deficiency, or scurvy for instance. So when you see that bag of food that says it meets all these nutritional requirements, what that basically means is, this food won't kill your pet. That's a pretty low bar. We can do much better than that. For instance, cat food has 0 requirements for omega-3s. Omega-3s are one of the most important aspects of cat and human health, and there's 0 requirements for that. Outside of essential vitamins, there's 0 requirements for antioxidants, 0 requirements for polysaccharides, which are for immune support, 0 requirements for probiotics, for digestive enzymes. And the crazy thing is, the food looks healthy on the package. You see all of these pretty pictures of meat, of fish, of vegetables, but then you look at the food itself. You don't have to be a scientist to look at kibble and say, this doesn't look like the pictures. So what happened? Basically, the cat food makers take those healthy ingredients and pressure cook them at super high temperature. And when it comes out the other end, you've got this brown mush. And much of the good stuff has been destroyed. They need to do this because the food is supposed to last for 2 or 3 years on the shelf. But that means some pretty bad stuff has gotten into the food to make it last that long. The worst ones are what we call advanced glycation end products. You won't find these bad guys on your cat food label because they aren't an ingredient. They actually form while pressure cooking the food at high temperatures. These things cause inflammation, which is the root cause of a lot of bad stuff in your cat, like allergies, vomiting, digestive issues or poop problems, itching or biting their fur, urinary tract infections, discomfort in their joints, trouble running around as they get older. And there's studies showing that glycation end products can even lead to cancer. So, if you're wondering which of these 2 cats is on the road to bad health, it's the one eating low nutritional quality food. Another dangerous aspect of pet food is Maillard reaction products, or MRPs. These are also formed by the very high temperature cooking process. They're actually the chemical that turns cat food brown. And the crazy thing is, the amount of these toxic MRPs in pet food are up to 122 times higher than what a human has on a daily basis. 122 times higher. No wonder these cats are getting so sick. The food we're giving cats basically has stuff in it that shouldn't be there. But just as bad, it's missing stuff that needs to be there for optimal health. I learned the value of these missing nutritional components firsthand over 20 years ago, and it changed my life forever. And it was all thanks to a horse named Sly. The year was 1996. I was a young veterinary student, eager to learn everything I could about healing sick animals, and one of those animals was a horse named Sly. Sly was a beautiful creature, but for some unknown reason he wouldn't eat. He had horrible digestive problems. He had no energy. Sly was literally wasting away before our eyes. He was hospitalized in an isolation ward, which means just to see him, I had to wear a white gown, mask, gloves, and shoe covers. Every member of the faculty had tried to treat Sly, but he was getting worse by the day. I felt terrible for him. How confusing it must have been for Sly to be treated by all of these strange, mask-wearing people. At this rate, Sly had only days to live, so as a Hail Mary last resort, the owner called in a doctor from outside the school, a traditional Chinese medicine veterinarian. This doctor looked almost exactly how I imagined a Chinese medicine expert, a quiet, wise man with a thick Chinese accent. Now, most of the faculty didn't have much faith in these ancient Chinese ways, and to be honest, I felt this way too. But because I was the student on the case, the faculty sent me to observe, and I ended up being the only member of the school who did. And thank goodness I did, because what happened next changed my life. After gently caressing Sly and analyzing his mouth, stool, and other symptoms, the doctor diagnosed exactly what was wrong with him. So he prepared a customized mixture for Sly of several herbal remedies that had been used in Chinese medicine, including on sick animals for thousands of years. I had never heard of anything he was using. It was all in Chinese. But I knew Sly couldn't get any worse, and if there was even a 1% chance it could save his life, I decided to help this doctor in any way I could. Sly couldn't swallow the herbs, so the doctor and I worked together to gently insert a tube into Sly's nose so the medicine could get into his stomach. We did this every day for 3 days, and Sly started to improve almost immediately. Sly became more energetic. He started eating again. This wasn't just some lucky coincidence. When I measured Sly's biomarkers in our lab, I was shocked. His white blood cell count improved dramatically. His diarrhea resolved. His weight got better. Within a week, he was on the mend. And soon, Sly was sent home in 100% perfect health. The faculty, in a word, was stunned. And so was I. Seeing this beautiful creature restored to health brought tears to my eyes. Sly's case changed my life because for the first time, I saw that Western medicine, while powerful, is not enough. Don't get me wrong, Western medicine has saved millions of animals' lives, and of course millions of people too. And I completed my education in Western veterinary medicine with honors, and have since become an expert in it. But what makes me different from many other vets is I've also become an expert in what we call holistic medicine, including the types of traditional medicine we used on Sly, medical techniques that have been used effectively for thousands of years. Fast forward to present day, I've now spent decades practicing both Western veterinary medicine and traditional holistic medicine, and I'm honored these hospitals have been recognized with over 24 awards, including Best Veterinary Hospital, Best Alternative Medicine Provider, and I was humbled to be named America's Favorite Veterinarian by the American Veterinary Medical Foundation. And because I see cats at every level of health, newborn kittens, healthy young cats, adult cats who've been slowing down, and elderly cats who are suffering, sometimes for reasons other vets can't figure out, I know the warning signs that show up months or sometimes years before sickness actually sets in. So after everything I've learned, what's the best way to improve a cat's nutrition? The thing is, putting your cat on a 100% raw diet is a great idea for getting real meat into their diet, but it's so expensive. It just doesn't make sense for a lot of people, especially if you own more than one cat. And I mean, let's face it, dry food and canned food is easy, and we all like stuff that's easy. So we invented something called up-leveling that solves this problem in a way that's just as easy. Basically, the idea is, what if we could come up with a powder and you just sprinkle this on your cat's food? And this levels up your cat's food without actually changing what food you buy. So we began working on a powder that could actually do this. We started with 10 ingredients, then 20 ingredients, and after about a year, we ended up with a formula that actually had 40 different vitamins, minerals, nutrients, omega-3s, polysaccharides, immune boosters, everything you need to get your cat's body working like it should. I used every single health booster I discovered over the years, combining the best of Eastern and Western knowledge to create a formula unlike anything anyone had attempted before. We called this powder NutriThrive, and it's amazing. It's basically 40 different supplements in one. We included not just 1 or 2, but 4 different probiotic strains, which are so important for supporting digestive health and getting rid of low-quality stool as well as gas. A healthy cat's poop should be firm and caterpillar-shaped with a mild odor. If your cat's poop is mushy or hard to pick up or smells really stinky, that's a sign that their digestive health is not up to par, and they could really benefit from probiotics. And I added 3 separate amino acids. These are the building blocks of protein and vital to your cat's health. I even included digestive enzymes, which help your cat break down food, leading to less flatulence, incidence of constipation or diarrhea, and stool odor. They even help with bad breath and dental problems. If you're constantly having to brush your cat's teeth, a lot of times digestive enzymes is the root cause of bad breath and dental issues. So we've packed NutriThrive with 4 different types of odor-fighting enzymes. And we've got some compounds in here that, frankly, you'd be hard-pressed to find a human supplement with ingredients this high-tech. Like Chromanex, an incredible 3-part compound that can help cats with joint discomfort by supporting healthy joint function and mobility. Older cats especially, if you see them limping, or even just not running around as much as they used to, they still want to run, but they probably don't because it hurts too much. That's where Chromanex comes in. And studies show that it can provide significant support for healthy triglyceride and cholesterol levels. It even helps support brain health. We've got vitamin D, which is vital for health in cats' kidneys, bones, and even heart health. We've also included Eastern and herbal superfoods that you won't find in almost any other cat food or supplement. That includes not 1 or 2, but 3 types of mushroom, including the longevity mushroom known as reishi. Reishi mushrooms have been prized in Japan for centuries for the health benefits they can provide human users, but recently, a ton of Western clinical studies confirm their amazing health power, particularly in immune health and longevity. And this is so important as your cat gets older. Immune health is health. And the healthier your cat's immune system, the less time they'll spend at the veterinarian's office. Mushrooms also help with a whole host of problems, including joint discomfort, shortness of breath after playing, and even occasional allergies. I mean, most humans don't get 3 types of mushrooms a day, so this is really a game changer. Practically every single thing you can think of that's important to your cat's nutritional health, these 40 ingredients were designed to help. And the truth is, I can talk all day about things from the medicinal side, the importance of the right nutrients, the scientific basis for the ingredients, finding the right balance in your cat's diet. But NutriThrive's formula is really about how those ingredients translate into a better quality of life for our cats. Just like it did for Cheryl and her cat Missy in Oregon.
I knew Missy was looking pretty bad. Her head was down. Her eyes were red. Within a week, her eyes looked bright.
That's all we pet lovers really want. The chance to help our feline friends live their best life while they're in our care. That's why it's up to you as caregiver to ensure your pet is receiving the nutrients they need. Especially if you've got a finicky eater on your hands like Claire and her rescue cat, Miss Scoozy.
Miss Scoozy would not eat any kind of wet food. I tried everything, every trick in the book.
Claire and her cat aren't alone. Creating a formula that was packed with the vitamins and minerals needed was only half the battle. After that, I spent months furthering the formula to make sure the taste was one that wouldn't make your cat turn up his whiskers. Even better, by developing a process that is as simple as sprinkling NutriThrive on the food your cat already loves without changing the taste, we ensure the absolute maximum number of cats can receive the life-changing benefits of NutriThrive.
I was very worried that she wouldn't eat with the, what shall we call it, the dusting on it. But she did, and she continues to. And as far as I'm concerned, it's been a good thing.
Connie had 2 cats with 2 very different problems. Saki, a picky eater, and Hannah, an overeater.
But what I've noticed is her energy level after taking NutriThrive to skyrocket. So she's zipping around and she's lost 2.5 pounds already. And what's interesting is Saki, who needs to gain weight, is now eating and she is now gaining weight. So I have 2 different cats and 2 different issues as far as weight. And it seems to be working on both.
Underweight cats?
To be working on both.
The same simple process of adding NutriThrive to their diet is helping them all, because maintaining digestive health and supporting immune health is the key to maintaining full body health. And that's what I designed NutriThrive to do. It's an incredible formula that we spent years perfecting, and when I see these changes in cats when they take it, it was totally worth it. And the reason why I work so hard on this is that my cat Frida isn't just a pet. She's literally one of my best friends. She gives me so much unconditional love. She plays every day with my daughter. She snuggles with my wife and I when we're having a bad day. She's part of the family. We love her so much. So to me, when I give her NutriThrive with her meal, that's just my way of saying thank you. I want my cat to be healthy and happy for years and years to come. I want her to be around when my daughter graduates college. And I know I can help this happen if I up-level her nutrition so her body is in tip-top shape. And it's not just for Frida. It makes me feel good every time I feed her. I can see it in her face because she knows she's now getting all the good, healthy stuff she needs to be happy. So I would tell anyone who's interested in keeping their cats healthy, in getting rid of a lot of these nagging issues, moodiness, bladder problems, lackluster coat, constant itching or biting, smelly breath or odors, vomiting or digestive issues, there's ingredients in here specifically designed to help with all these things. Okay, so let's talk about how your cat can try NutriThrive and experience these same dramatic changes too. Now that our user groups are complete, we've been getting more and more calls to find out how retailers can get NutriThrive in their stores. And I keep telling them the same thing. I don't want NutriThrive in stores. Why? Well, for starters, most of these retailers demand huge product orders. I explained to them that the whole reason NutriThrive is getting these amazing results is because we didn't skimp on ingredients. The 3 different mushrooms alone are incredibly difficult to find and expensive to produce. If you use some cheap knockoff, it's not going to give you results. The other problem is that these retailers add huge profit margins to their products to pay for their stores, their CEOs' private jets, and of course their stockholders' insatiable demand for short-term profits. They were quoting me retail prices of over $100 a bottle. That's just too high, I told them. Well, my Ultimate Pet Nutrition team looked into it, and as you might expect, we can do better. After all, we don't have private jets. We're just a team of hardworking professionals with decades of experience helping pets transform their health for the better. And by distributing NutriThrive ourselves with no middleman, my team said we could use 100% high-quality ingredients for a suggested retail price of $69.95. I was impressed. That's actually a price I would have gladly paid to give my pets the gift of improved digestion, better odors, more energy, and healthier, happier lives. But I know that the more affordable something is, the more people will have access to it. So because you've watched this entire video, and because I know how serious you are about keeping your furry friend healthy, we've decided to dramatically lower the price of NutriThrive for a short period of time. So if you order NutriThrive from us today, you don't have to spend $100 a bottle to finally get your pet's nutrition on track. Actually, you don't even need to spend half that. If you order NutriThrive right now through this video presentation, you'll only pay $39.95. That's an instant savings of $30. But remember, this offer is only available to first-time customers through this video presentation, and it's only available until supplies run out, and supplies will sell out. When they do sell out, this offer will be taken down immediately, and NutriThrive will return to its regular price of $69.95. Why are we lowering the price so low? Well, there's 2 reasons. First, my life mission is to help as many animals as I can. I've lectured around the world, I've appeared on talk shows, I've been interviewed on podcasts, and hundreds of news programs across the country to spread this important message. NutriThrive is my newest and I believe most powerful tool yet. A way I can reach through the screen not just with my words, but actually send help directly to the animals who need it. And second, after 20 years in this industry, I'm just flat out sick of big cat food having a stranglehold on the health of our pets. The more people who learn that there are natural, healthy ways to give their furry friends proper nutrition, the less they'll rely on these big corporations. All I ask is that when you see the life-changing results that come from giving your cat the nutrition they need, that you tell your friends and family about NutriThrive as well. My hope is for Ultimate Pet Nutrition to become a household name, and I know this formula works, so I want as many people to be able to afford it as possible. Update. Congrats on making it this far. Because you're serious about improving your pet's physical health, we've got some new special packages of NutriThrive available to help you save even more. You see, most of our users fall in love with the results from NutriThrive after just their first week of use, myself included. In fact, we've received over 20,000 orders of NutriThrive in the last 2 months alone. And the reason we have so many users is because when people start giving their pets NutriThrive, they end up asking for quite a bit more. Not just for their own cats, but for friends and family pets too. So we've created multi-pack options to help you get some really big savings. When you order a pack of 3 bottles of NutriThrive, you'll get $35 off the retail price of $69.95, and you'll get free shipping with your order today. And if you order a package of 6 bottles, you'll save even more, up to $219 off the retail price, which is incredible. That means right now you can spend as little as $1.09 a day to give your cat the gift of great health. Prolonged use is the #1 best way to get the most out of NutriThrive, so click the Next Step button below right now to find out if these options are still available. When you think of the hundreds of dollars people spend on veterinary bills or thousands of dollars on costly surgeries, that's so expensive for owners and so painful for cats. And yet, in many cases, a lot of these veterinary problems could have been avoided by simply giving cats proper nutrition. I see it every single day. When you see some of these horrible health issues, that's just the end stage of something that's been going wrong for years. Right now, your cat could be on the road to poor health, so why not make a simple decision to help give their body the boost it needs? That's why we created NutriThrive, to keep your cat healthy so you can both stay out of the veterinarian's office and keep your cat's body working right, the way it's supposed to. I know a lot of cats are finicky about food, so we actually found a way to flavor NutriThrive so it tastes savory like their favorite meal. My cat's a really picky eater, and even she loves NutriThrive. But even more important than the taste is the transformation your cat can experience once they get the right superfoods in their diet. You will notice your cat has better smelling breath and poop, shinier coat, a happier mood, like they're suddenly feeling years younger. And I'm so sure you'll see these changes. Every jar of NutriThrive comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee. That means you can use every drop, and if your cat doesn't love it, if you don't see all of the same things our cats have, the glowing coat, fewer bad odors, better digestion, more energy, just a healthier cat, then send it back for a full refund, even if it's just the empty jars. That's how confident I am this is going to be a life changer for your cats. Look, I'm a veterinarian. I've spent my entire adult life researching the best, healthiest ways to improve feline health. It takes a lot for me to put my name on something. I really have to believe in it. With NutriThrive, I'm just so proud of this formula. These 40 ingredients in one simple powder, there's nothing else like it available anywhere. You don't want a cat that's achy, that's got digestive discomfort and odors, that has low energy, that's basically losing their happy mood and personality. You want a cat that's thriving, that feels good, that wants to run up and nuzzle your leg every time they see you because they know you're taking the best care of them that you can. So I hope you can give this gift to your cat and give them the nutritional health they deserve. And give yourself the gift too, so you can sleep easy, knowing you've done this special thing for an amazing furry friend that you really would do anything for, because they'd do anything for you. So to me, this is how I repay that. Congratulations on watching this video, and let me be the first to welcome you to the ultimate pet nutrition family. By taking this step to give your cat the best nutrition they can get, you're being such a fantastic guardian to your cat. As someone who works with pets every day, I can tell you, they understand how much you love them, and they appreciate it. To your cat's health, I'm Dr. Gary Richter.